This is Elijah James Knight, our oldest son. After Elijah died, his school put together a big mural of signatures and remembrances, and one that stood out was, "Elijah, you made me feel like I was worth something." It was surprising in how he affected so many others in ways that we didn't even know at the time. He also had close friends who would have otherwise been disenfranchised in a middle school environment, from a severely autistic, pretty much nonverbal friend of his to an African-American, gay, deaf boy who leaned on Elijah for friendship and kindness. And Elijah was accepting of everyone. And he had a good core group of friends that he enjoyed, but he also welcomed and made everyone else around him feel whole. We learned some fun stories after Elijah died. At band, for example, one of the kids had a birthday, and Elijah secretly got the rest of the band to spontaneously play Happy Birthday for her, and she felt part of the band fam, as they called it, from that point on. But he was silly too, so Elijah just exhibited joy and a love for life. He played saxophone, so we thought it was pretty funny when he learned to play the solo from Careless Whisper, and was bold enough to, in the middle of dance class, stand up on a chair and belt out the Careless Whisper solo in front of everyone. Elijah also was meticulous and had an engineering mindset. So we would wake up on Saturday morning and he would have already built some contraption out of cardboard and glue and Scotch tape. And there were functional things too, things that actually worked. He built an articulating hand out of cardboard and springs. He made things out of the copper wire from a little motor he had taken apart at one point. At an antique shop, a total stranger saw Elijah messing with a very old-fashioned adding machine, a mechanical adding machine that you had to pull with a peg for each digit of a number. And this man saw that Elijah was fascinated by it and taught him how to use it, and then bought it for him, saying that, "I know that you'll be an engineer one day, and you'll be able to look back and remember how you learned how to use this simple tool." So Elijah had a curiosity about him and an insatiable desire to create, to do things, to make things. He wasn't content to just sit around waiting for other people to do things for him. And he wasn't satisfied with the typical teenage things that you'd expect, like video games and movies. He enjoyed his friends and doing active social functions, but I think he got more satisfaction out of figuring out how to fix the world around him, to actually make it better, make it the one it's supposed to be. A lot of people describe Elijah as light, which was something that struck us. His teachers described how he would walk in and light up their room. He would smile and say hello to them, and that would be the best part of their day. Most people have a favorite color, typical blue, red, that kind of thing. Elijah was pretty unique because for a long time, his favorite color was white, just pure white. He would wear a white t-shirt and white nylon shorts to school all the time. It was just an interesting choice because I actually never met anybody whose favorite color was white. You almost think of it as not a color sometimes. And my favorite color is charcoal gray. It's pretty much the opposite. But it seemed fitting that in losing Elijah, this sense of purity and light embodied, what we miss about our boy. And we came home from his service, and every mailbox on the street was decorated with a white balloon. And all of Elijah's closest friends at his service wore white. And his brother, his younger brother, eulogized Elijah at the service in a white tuxedo to honor him. Some of Elijah's favorite objects were small, meticulously engineered objects that he could put into his pocket. So he loved things like these that we ended up buying and having here after losing him, just as a reminder, the kinds of things that he would love. One of Elijah's little hobbies was figuring out how to do Rubik's Cubes. So it took him a while to master the little 3x3 one, and then he got more advanced and he wanted to do the 5x5 cube, which took him a long time. And then he got speed cubes, and he could do them with his eyes closed pretty much. It was amazing. And after he died, we found that this kind of symbolized Elijah now. It's a 1x1. It's perfectly solved forever and can never be messed up again. As a parent, we feel that our kid is just genuinely special, right? And everyone does and should. What's surprising for us is how many other people that we didn't even know counted Elijah as a special person, someone who really put more good into the world. And we're thankful that he was here. So out of our family's pain, we're asking to carry on the goodness that Elijah would have spread into the world, the kindness that he would have shown to others, and to continue that legacy. It keeps a little part of him around for us personally, and I think it's good for the health of our whole world if there's more like him. The kindest person we knew. He was a light in the darkness. I will miss him so much. And then from a couple of his teachers, when I think of Elijah, the word that comes to my mind is light. One of Elijah's science teachers wrote us, "My belief is that the soul is eternal, and when it is no longer able to remain in the physical body, continues to exist in simply a different form. At the memorial service, I had this image of Elijah as I knew him, brilliant, light, always positive, always curious, realizing in a moment that his soul was no longer in a body, but in a new form. And I imagine him thinking, whoa, how does all of this work? And I envision him just trying to take it all in, full of wonder and curiosity. That is who Elijah is." So if any of this resonates with you, if you have a call to make the world a better place, please go do. Put kindness to action. And hand out the kindness coins in Elijah's honor. And spread the message of kindness.